Sorry, I'm eating, as you can see. Trying a little something different this week. This week I made steak, as you can see. I rinsed it off, patted it dry so the seasoning can stick on both sides. Seasoned it with seasoned salt, your favorite kind of seasoned salt, on both sides. Then use pickled pepper. I love that stuff. It's like Worcestershire sauce, A1 sauce, but better. It's a Jamaican sauce, and I use it on all my beef and lamb and chicken for Jamaican stew chicken. So the way I'm preparing this is as if I were to prepare a pot roast or any kind of beef, like I said, because this is beef. Mustard on both sides. Massage it, baby. Massage it. Make it feel good. Then I used my favorite rosemary. Y'all already know. I'll use that on everything if I could. But definitely on my... And it smells so good. Do that on both sides. Oh, I gotta wash my hands first. Here we have some more rosemary. Wasn't coming out. Unscrew the top. And put the top on. This is a tenderizing Tupperware, and I'm just shaking it around to tenderize it and to get all the seasoning on it. It has grooves, so that helps to tenderize it as well. Put it in the refrigerator to let it marinate a little bit. We'll be back after these messages. Do you want the young child in your life to learn their ABCs in a unique way? Do you want them to learn about themselves, their family history, and at the same time help them build a positive self-esteem? Well, the personalized ABC About Me book is the product for you. And this personalized book for the little one in your life, each letter of the alphabet is used to help the child learn the names of the important people in their life, places associated with them, and is used as a positive adjective to help the child develop a positive vocabulary about themselves and the people in their lives. The letters are paired with pictures for image association and people recognition. The first step to ordering the book is to fill out a form with the child's name, birth date, and birthplace. Then either by yourself or with the help of the creator of ABC About Me, Rashawn E. Forrest, yours truly, will come up with those adjectives, names of relatives, and places associated with the child. The pictures that appear in the book can come from the parent or other family members. Or a photo shoot at my studio, Life in the Daylight Studios, can be done of your little special one with props. You and I will come up with the theme and color scheme for the book. If you would like more information about ordering the child in your life a personalized ABC About Me book, please email abcaboutme@gmail.com. With ABC About Me, building a child's self-esteem and identity is easy. While the meat was marinating and tenderizing, I prepared roasted red potatoes to see how I did it before. I've made them before to see how I prepared them. You can go and watch my honey lemon pepper wings episode that I did with my mother. I had to step back because I was going to sneeze from the pepper. The only thing different this time is that I'm poking holes into the potatoes because I'm keeping them whole. Last time I cut them up so I didn't have to put holes in them. This is just to let the heat get in to make it cook through. It was such an arm workout. And I'm also preparing asparagus to go with it. I've made asparagus before. To see how I made my asparagus or prepared my asparagus, go watch my lamb chop video. I am cutting them in half this time because I'm using a different vessel to cook them in. I'm using an air fryer, and it's a smaller air fryer. Before, when I cooked them, we didn't have an air fryer, so I just roasted them in the oven. But this time I have an air fryer, and I prefer them in the air fryer. I don't know why, but I do. Here's the lemon, and I put the lemon in the microwave. That's to get it a little warm, to help the juices flow, and helps get more juice out of it when you squeeze it. I did mine for about 9 seconds. So I put everything on the asparagus to see how I prepared the asparagus again. Go watch the lamb chop video. And with this air fryer, it's already set to 400 degrees. I just turn on the timer, but it wasn't coming on, and I didn't realize why, but it wasn't all the way closed. Then it came on. Daylight Candles is a company where the candles are made to the preference of the customer. All candles are made with soy wax and are between 5 to 8 ounces. There are a few ways you can choose your candle. You can choose your own personal oil and or color, or you can choose a candle from one of our many candle lines. One of our candle lines is the Daylight of Autumn, featuring scents like Apple Harvest, Caramel Popcorn, Red Hot Cinnamon, Hot Apple Pie, Cinnamon Stick, Macintosh Apple, and everyone's favorite Toasted Pumpkin Spice. A portion of the proceeds for the candles that are sold for charity are given to organizations that are near and dear to the company. The Daylight Hale line features scents that you would smell if you were to visit the beach. Seesaw and Orchid, Plumeria, Hibiscus Palm, Beach Linen, Ocean Breeze, and Ocean Rose. Daylight Royalty features our CEO's 2 favorite scents. One candle is called Queen, and it is infused with the scent inspired by Bath & Body Works' Mad About You fragrance. There's also Palace, and it is infused with magnolia and peony oil. Daylight Candles, igniting your life with fragrance and shining through the darkness. Now to cooking and preparing that steak. Added my favorite butter balls. I used about 12. That's what came out of the bag. Shake it up a little bit more. Make sure the the heat is up enough. Adding some more rosemary to the melted butter. And there's olive oil in it, in the pan too, from when I prepared the roasted red potatoes. Just letting it bubble and get hot and melt, and letting the rosemary infuse with the butter. So that's the finished product of the asparagus. I'm squeezing some more lemon on it. And it's not coming out like I want it to. So I went to go put it back in the microwave.
There we go.
There you go. It came out like I wanted to. Good, nice and tender. So making sure the rosemary is infused in the butter. I usually use fresh rosemary, but we didn't have fresh rosemary, so I used the flakes that you saw me put on the steak. And just lay the steak in there and then let it bathe. Look at that. Look at all that goodness. And I'm basting it. I'm taking a spoon and scooping up some of the butter, the rosemary butter, and just putting it on the top of the steak to infuse more of that flavor. And then I'm touching it to see how cooked and done it is. There's a test that you can use to test the doneness of your steak. If the steak feels like this, you know it's at the right temperature of your liking. Your hand fully open is raw. Your thumb to your index finger is rare. Your thumb to your middle finger is medium rare. To your ring finger, it's medium. And to your pinky is well done. Look at that. And that's all the goodness. If I were to have this with rice, or if you like mashed potatoes, I would take those drippings from the cast iron skillet and from the Tupperware that I seasoned it in, and run some water in it and make a roux or a gravy. I set the oven for 400, and now I'm putting the potatoes around it like a little wreath around my steak. Look at it, all pretty. Like I said last week, I believe it was last week, you first eat with your eyes. If the food looks good, it's gonna taste good sometimes. Look at that. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Okay, put it in the oven for 30 minutes on 400. And this it was. That's what it looks like when it came out. This is so tender. This is the most tender I have ever cut. I have ever made a steak in my life. For it to be cut like, oh my gosh. I can't wait to try this. I'm going to give you a Carla Hall, a Chef Carla Hall word for when she likes something. Dude! Oh my goodness. This, oh. So did y'all like the way I presented this week's video with the narration, or do you prefer me talking throughout? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna get back to eating this steak and potatoes dinner. Fun fact, I was told I was an expensive date because I like my steak and potatoes. I do. And I'll see you next week.